having an amazing day and hope you had the most magical halfway to Halloween. We are currently basically halfway through May, and we're getting so close to Halloween in June, y'all. June is the month. You know, if you've been around here, you know things start happening in June. But I'm not sleeping on May this year, especially with Summerween. I'm not sleeping on it. So I thought we'd hang out, talk about Halloween, sip on our spooky caffeinated. Mine's caffeinated. Yours doesn't have to be. But you know, we got some jabbing of the jabbies, jabbing of the jaws to do. Oh, and then I attempted some fancy lighting over here. Let me know if you like it. Just a little purple something. We've got our flickering jack-o'-lantern up here. We're just in the mood, everybody. Basically as a wasp is currently building their full-blown nest above my garage right now. As the nest gets bigger, I do more of this. While we're hanging out today, I figured why not hop in the car with good old Mr. Skeleton and head over to Kirkland's to check out their Summerween collection in the flesh. We already had a code orange for Kirkland's online, but now we officially have code orange in stores, and I'm going to confirm that today, hopefully, to see. It says that it's in stock at my store, so we're going to go check it out. Then Five Below, we went there, was it last week or I think it was in May at some point. We went to Five Below. They have some Summerween items, some of their pool floats and beach balls and a couple of towels. They had a skeleton towel. A new code orange, Walmart came out with some spooky blankets. I believe, I have my computer right here because we're gonna take a gander. These are $9.98. They've got a variety this year. So many different prints to choose from, or designs to choose from. Look at this one. This one's called Americana Ghost, and it has these 4th of July looking ghosts with the American flag and the fireworks and cute little glasses on, little ghosties, an Uncle Sam ghostie. And then we've got this pink one that's got sugar skulls, it looks like, on it, and flowers. Then we've got another sugar skull looking one. This has got a black background, sugar skulls, pineapples, margaritas, cactus or cacti, and palm leaves, all sorts of, it's a party here on this blanket. Then we've got this one. This one reminds me of Little Mermaid for whatever reason. We've got the teal background, we've got seashells, we've got a lobster. Sebastian, is that you? Lobster on a platter, like a ghost holding a lobster on a platter. And all sorts of, is that a shrimp? Shrimp on, like a shrimp wand, a shrimp ice cream cone. I don't know what I'm looking at. Then they've got this black and white striped one with more ghosties, and ghosties with watermelons, ghosties with beach balls, ghosties in flamingo flotation devices, ghosties doing the most Summerween activities on this one. And then we've also got, it looks like the sugar skull one also comes in pink. So it comes in pink and black. Then we've also got, what's this one? More ghosts doing the most. This one is more of a pastel pink color. We've got lots of bats, palm trees. The hammock that the ghost is taking a nap in is a spider web hammock. I love everything about that. Then there's another one playing golf. They're doing the most things over here. Then this one, I don't see a whole lot of skeleton cats doing the most Summerween things. So I'm excited to see this one. This one has a bunch of black cats, little skeleton cats. They're in flotation devices, sitting on top of a beach ball, surfing, taking a little nap on a flamingo flotation device. Then this is my favorite part, the little fish bones everywhere. I love that, it's so cute. So this one's really, really cute. Then we have, this one I feel like they did last year. Did they do this one last year with the cherries, like little skull cherries? So it's a black blanket, and I like that this one is black, but I do think we saw this one last year. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think we did. This one, is this one from last year too? With the teal, and then maybe they just all look the same because they're all a lot of ghosts doing the most Summerween things. The ghost with the most. That's a different ghost. Anyway, but this one's got ghosts with sunglasses, flotation devices, little beverages, all sorts of things. Then we've got this one. This one's, once again, a pastel pink color with, I love this one. It's got flowers, but on the inside of all the flowers, you have one's got a jack-o'-lantern, one's got a skull. These are so cute. I love this. I just wish it was a different color scheme. But I like the color scheme. I just don't love it for my house. That's the only thing I'm running into with some of this stuff. Because it's not like I'm against pastels. I just don't really decorate a whole, I guess if I do end up getting some of the, even some of the Summerween stuff that I'm wanting is more of the orange, like classic Halloween colors. So I don't know. Then we've also got this one. Oh, I feel like did they do this one last year too? I don't even know anymore. But once again, we got a pastel pink with the sheet ghost doing the absolute most, eating watermelon, sipping on beverages, lounging, getting some sun or not, because there's some shade. Anyways, let me know your favorite one down in the comments. I love the little skeleton cat one. I think that one is so cute with the little fish bones. But I also like the one with the hammocks. The little, where's that one at? Oh, the little spider web hammocks. I think that's so creative and so cute, and little bats all over the place. I wish they would have done, last year they had some more variation in color. It wasn't just all pastel. There was a purple one. They had just some more colors to choose from, I feel like. These are very definitely pastel and bright, and I get it, Summerween. You want bright colors, I totally get it. But I don't know, I kind of wish there was more of like a neon green or a purple or just like a bright orange blanket. Now I'm just jabbing my whole jaws about my opinion on this. But for $9.98, I feel like this is a steal of a deal. So I will link these either in the YouTube shop or down in the description or both. But definitely check these out if you hadn't seen these yet. I know they've been floating around on the Facebook group. Lots of people are talking about these, but I wanted to mention them anyways because I love any excuse to jab our jaws about Halloween. Then I was snooping around looking at some other blankets. And it looks like they put these out last year, but I don't remember seeing these blankets. I don't remember seeing them online or in person. Maybe a lot of these reviews look like they're from October. So I have a feeling these came out super late in the game, but they have them back online. So I don't know if they newly put them online again or if they've just stayed up since last year. But these blankets, I figured I'd mention them because these are really great if you're going for a Summerween, like you want to decorate for Summerween, but you're not necessarily wanting the pinks or the teals or those types of colors. Because this one, especially this orange one with these ghosts and bats, I feel like this would go great in any sort of Summerween decor. And this is one of those knit blankets, so they look really nice, I think. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like stores have kind of, it's not that they don't make them at all because we see a lot of these at Home Goods, but I feel like they phased them out a little bit for more of the fleecy blankets. But I really like how these types of blankets look in a living room. They just kind of dress it up a little bit. They're not the warmest, coziest, softest blankets on the planet, but I feel like they look really good. And you can still cover up with them. They're just not super soft, you know, or like cushy and warm, which is almost better sometimes for the summer when you, like these kind of get cool. They have the opposite effect. They're great for summer. Anyways, this one is just full-blown orange, has bats and ghosts. Lots of different sheet ghosts on here. This one is $14.42. And then they also had one, they have two other ones. One of them has, this one has a full-blown spooky house. I don't know if it's a castle or witch's house or just a good old-fashioned spooky house, but whatever it is, I want to live there. We got bats, we got branchy trees, a spooky gate, the whole crew is there, and I love that it's monochromatic. So this could easily be all year round. It doesn't just have to be Halloween or Summerween. It's just a spooky blanket, so I thought I'd mention it. And then the last one is the skull one, and it's just a blanket with a big old skull in the center. But once again, a great all year round piece. And then of course with Walmart, there are all sorts of Halloween throws on here because they have a lot of third-party sellers who sell Halloween all year round. So that makes it great for people who are looking for Halloween blankets all year round, but also difficult to figure out which ones are actual, like what we might actually see in stores. All right, so that's our newest Code Orange from Walmart. And then a couple of places we're currently watching / stalking. at the moment. There are 2 places that are getting so close to getting their stuff out. Like, it's just, I know it's coming. One is Cracker Barrel online. I think it was May 13th last year when Cracker Barrel put their Halloween stuff up online, or started putting a couple of new things on there. And I have been stalking the website, and they always have Halloween up on their website, but usually it's the same kind of stuff or stuff from last year. So they had some tea towels, and they had a couple other water globes and a couple little ghosty salt and pepper shakers. But I'd already seen a lot of the stuff was, and some of their ornaments from last year. And so I've been stalking it every day to look for new things at Cracker Barrel, and I haven't seen anything yet, but I know it's coming. It is so close. It has to be. Every year, it's around the same time. So I'm watching Cracker Barrel like a hawk. Also, Michael's, their Spooky Town. I saw one of y'all spooky family, a little spooky family insider that works at Michael's, was talking about how you took a picture of the boxes, you're starting to get your Spooky Town in at Michael's, and that gets me the most excited. I think they also said that it will be a week or 2 before they start doing store pickup. So I think they're gonna do that store pickup thing that they did last year. If you watched my Halloween shopping guide, we jabbed our jaws about it. But last year they did, before they put out Spooky Town, they did a store pickup option, so you could order it online and go pick it up in store. But they didn't have the displays out or anything like that. I think some stores did, but my local stores didn't get the displays out till a little bit later. And as far as TJ Maxx and Home Goods goes, I don't know what to do, because I just don't know when I feel like they're gonna put out Summerween earlier this year and not have it cross too far over into Halloween. So it might still be after 4th of July, but I wanna say it's gonna be end of June. We're probably not gonna see it till June. I'm gonna put that out there. But I wish they get it out earlier, because a lot of us want to be decorated for Summerween after Memorial Day. Like, once it's summer, like it's officially Summerween, we want Summerween. Yeah, I figured, I didn't know. I thought maybe TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods, all those places would maybe jump on it a little earlier, but maybe not. Maybe they are gonna just mesh it all together with Halloween, but I know a couple of stores last year, some stores put out Summerween earlier than Halloween, and then I think those stores did better with their Summerween items, but I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Spooky Family did say, I did see a Spooky Family insider saying that they were getting stuff in. They already had their Halloween stuff in, but that it was gonna be July, which that's pretty typical as far as Halloween goes, but I'm wondering, are we gonna see anything sprinkle out Summerween wise in June at all? Or is it gonna be after they clearance out 4th of July? But it's not like like 4th of July is out now at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. So they're gonna leave 4th of July out for 2 months, 3 months. I just don't, it's gonna, like, that stuff's gonna sell and kind of move, and the summer stuff's gonna start selling, and then they're gonna, there's not gonna be much seasonal decor out. So I'm like, I feel like they're gonna put Summerween out sooner, but we're gonna see it online, I think, first, maybe, and then we'll see it in stores. Anyways, that's the jabbing of the jaws. Well, we're gonna jab our jaws some more in the car, but we're gonna go gather up good old Mr. Skeleton. We're gonna hop in the car and we're gonna head to Kirkland and see what this whole Summerween is all about up at Kirkland's. So here we go, let's go. Hey everyone, it is same day. Hold on, Mr. Skeleton, sir. Railroad tracks. Anyways, it is the same day Summerween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. We are out looking for Summerween at Kirkland's. That's where we're going. I'm in the mood to see some Summerween today, and I made a poor decision wearing this long sleeve shirt. It is now earlier this morning, it was 50 degrees. We've entered this time of year. That is my least favorite time of year, because you need like a full sweatshirt in the morning and then a tank top in the afternoon. And so it's always, I'm inside, and then I go outside later in the day and I'm like, how did it get this hot? When did this happen? So now I'm sweating, Mr. Skeleton. I just feel like it is time for this whole Halloween season to begin. It feels like it got hot early this year, so it should already be happening. Like usually the progression of spring into summer, usually, what? Why did it not turn green? I didn't even get a green arrow. Dang it. And maybe I'm just imagining things, and as soon as it gets hot, I'm like, we should be seeing jack-o'-lanterns, everybody. And I'm impatient I know I'm impatient every single year. This happens every year, without fail. Here we are. We're here at Kirkland's. We're going in, everybody. Here we go. We're here at Kirkland's. We're going in. Look what we found in the flesh, y'all. Summerween. We saw Summerween, everyone. We saw Summerween. It is here at Kirkland's. Let me try to turn this. What is going on? We saw Summerween at Kirkland's, sir. I wish I could have taken you in there. I wish you could have seen it. It was good, sir. It was just a little end cap up by the front. But, so I wish we would have seen a full display, but at the same time, they had full-blown summer displays going on, so I get it. But it was such a cute little display, and even the worker was like, isn't it so cute? They had some little ghosties, a lot of the stuff we had seen online, but seeing it in person, there's something, just seeing little hints of anything, a skeleton, ghost, little bits of spooky things on especially days like today that are hot. It does something to my soul. If you know, you know. So anyways, it felt so good to see these pieces. They had the skeleton on the surfboard, which was really cute, and it was a larger piece than I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't like I thought it was gonna be like a little figurine guy. He was a pretty good size. There was a ghost walking a dog and that one was smaller than I thought it was going to be. So the skeleton on the surfboard was bigger than I thought it was going to be, and then the ghost walking the dog is smaller than I thought it would be. It was actually kind of a smaller figure. And then they had a ghost tabletop decor that had a coffee in one hand. I think the other hand was like a little pail, like a little pumpkin pail, but like a purse. I don't know. And then some sunglasses on. And this one was a really good size as well. And honestly looked like us out Halloween hunting. This ghoul was definitely Halloween hunting. And then there was another ghost one, I think had a flower crown going on, like another flower crown situation. And then my favorite one of the whole bunch, I love the skeleton on the flotation device. So it's a skeleton on an orange floaty thing, and then has a black witch hat on. Maybe holding a little beverage, I think. This one is my entire Summerween vibe. Just a skeleton, lounging, sipping a beverage, wearing a witch hat as a sun hat. That is the vibe. I love this one. I love that it is orange. I love that. So it's like classic Halloween colors. We've got a witch hat going on. We got a skeleton. I feel like this guy's just a little bit, it's not so in your face Summerween that it feels like it doesn't go with any of my other decor or that I can't make it work. Then they also had, another piece I really loved was the candle with the Flemmy the Flamingo. It's like the container of the candle, and then the wax has a little ghost. I thought that one was really cute too. And we've seen similar candles with the whole Halloween scenery inside of the candle. We've seen that in the last couple of years. But first of all, I'm loving the pieces, but I'm loving the timing that Kirkland's is choosing. I think this is the timing that all retail stores need to be looking at for Summerween. I think that if people are going to be spending their spooky coin on Summerween, we want to do it early. We want to be decorated by the time it's Memorial Day. By the time it's July, we're already planning our Halloween decor if we're not already starting to decorate, many of us. So I think putting it out now was such a smart move for Kirkland's because they're getting ahead of the ball, in my opinion. The thing I loved about the Kirkland's line is I feel like there was a little something it wasn't a very big line, but for the size of the line, I feel like they gave us a good selection. So if you are not into the cutesy goats, I wish there were goats, but ghosties, if you're not into the super cutesy ghosties and you like more of a skeleton vibe, they had skeletons. I love that we're seeing Summerween, just in general. Any excuse to see Halloween in the stores, I love seeing, so I love this collection. So the timing though, the timing was perfect, Kirkland's. Timing is perfect. But we saw Summerween, Mr. Skeleton. We saw it, sir. All right, Mr. Skeleton, get it together, sir. It is another day, and it is not over yet, sir. It is not over yet. First of all, it's another day in 2026 paradise, everybody, and with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. And I almost posted this video last night. I almost posted it. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to add. I found out a little bit of information. It's just a little something. It's nothing too enormous, but any spooky news is spooky news to me. So I figured I'd share it today. Well, guess what happened when I woke up this morning? Spookytown on Michaels. Michaels released their Limax Spookytown / Michaels exclusives online for store pickup today. This is one of those, I just mentioned this. I just filmed this 2 days ago, less than 2 days ago, and we already have a development. I love this time of year. I love that we see new things coming in every day pretty much, but we were watching this, I mentioned it, that we were watching Michaels for their Spookytown in-store pickup, and guess what happened this morning? That's what happened. So guess where we're headed right now, Mr. Skeleton? You're never gonna guess. Okay, you're gonna guess. We're headed to Michaels right now to pick up our Spookytown pieces. I got 2 Spookytown pieces from the Michaels exclusive. Okay, this one was so hard. But if you've been around here for a while, then you know. And if you don't know and you collect Spookytown and you don't already know about the vouchers and stuff, I'm sure you all know about this stuff because I jab my jaws about it for one. But 2, if you've been collecting Spookytown, you probably already know about this. But I try to get a steal of a deal. If you know me, you know I love a good steal of a deal. Right now, Spookytown's 30% off. Or they have like a 30% off. I don't know if it's just full price items right now or what the deal is. But I got it for 30% off as it is. And Michaels has these vouchers that I preach about every single year because they're how I get the steals of a deals. And if anyone else is like, I love Spookytown, but the prices are high dollar, they usually run 30, sometimes they used to run 40% off, but I don't know if they still do that on Spookytown. But they've got 30% off right now, which is usually, sometimes, like rarely, they'll do a 40% off, I think. Like a random 40% they'll do, but you got to catch it at the right time. But they've got 30% right now. And then they also do vouchers. So for however much money you spend, you get some voucher, you get some money back. So I went ahead and bought 2 pieces, and then I'm going to wait for my vouchers. And this is the risk you take waiting. And I feel like it's like the any steal of a deal. You risk missing out on something you wanted. So that does kind of bum me out sometimes, but I'm willing to take the risk. So once I get vouchers, I'm hoping I get my vouchers. I think it usually takes 72 hours. I'm hoping I get my vouchers before the 30% is gone. And then I can use my 30% plus my vouchers to get one other building that I really, really want this year. That's my hope. We're headed to Michael's right now. And then we're going to go home and light these babies up. Then the other little bit of news, it was seriously the tiniest bit of news. So part of me is like, maybe the spooky stars aligned and we were meant to hold off on this little tiny itty bitty news so we could go pick up Spookytown in this video. But anyway, I've been seeing floating around out there, the Bath and Body Works is putting out a Summerween candle this year, or a scent, and it's something spooky popcorn or something like that is the scent. That's the rumor. And then I also saw a Spooky Family Insider, one of y'all Spooky Family who works at Bath and Body Works, mentioned that they usually, any leaks that they give out, like, or do, like any of the leaks that they put out there, they're usually on purpose. So I want to say this is happening. So a spooky popcorn scented candle. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know how you feel about that down in the comments. And then of course we talked about in a previous video that rumor has it Bath and Body Works is doing Nightmare Before Christmas this year, which I'm really excited about. So those are I wonder if it's like part of their Christmas in July, you know, kind of thing they do. That's it. It was just the spooky popcorn thing. That was the only news. I was just going to hop on here really quickly before I said goodbye. And I was going to be like, hey, I just want to let you know I've been seeing something about this spooky popcorn thing. What do you guys think? Get your thoughts on it. And then we wake up to a full-blown Spookytown extravaganza. I love it. I love everything about it. So we're going to go pick up our first spookytown houses or buildings or whatever for 2026. Anyways, Mr. Skeleton, I'm so excited. Michael's, here we come. We're coming for you, Michael. All right, we're here at Michael's. We secured the spooky goods, everybody. And I almost didn't, I did this last time too. I didn't see where the pickup was. It's in some big locker thing, and I didn't know if I was supposed to get in there by myself. I didn't know the rules, everybody. All right, so when I get home, we're gonna open up this spooky town. We're gonna light it up, see what it's all about. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'll see ya when I see ya. All right, everyone, we're back home. I thought we'd hang out, unbox these spooky town buildings, and give a first impressions, light them up, see what they do. And I didn't see any videos, and they're still not up. Last I looked at Michael's, they were not up, the videos of these. Usually they have a video and it shows what the buildings do. I didn't see videos on either of these items. Maybe they've updated it since this morning. If they have, great. But it's gonna still be a surprise to us because I haven't checked it since this morning when we ordered these. All right, let me show you what I got. So first up, our first spooky town building. For 2026, you know I had to get this one for my witchy town. The Madame Estella's, I think it is. The Madame Estella's seance services. You know I had to get this one for my witchy area. And it's a whole seance situation. It's a little seance parlor, seance business. I don't know, but we've got all the people in the front doing a little seance. We've got the Ouija board at the top. This eyeball over here, I'm the most curious to see what this eyeball does. And yeah, let's dive into it. We're gonna jump in and see what it looks like in the flesh. So I chose this one for my first spooky building for 2025 because I did not want to miss out on anything that could go. I feel like my witchy town is actually starting to develop. Out of the different areas I have in my town, the witchy town is the one I've been honing in on a little bit more. So I wanted to make sure, and Lemax has some really good witchy stuff they're coming out with. Not the Michael's exclusives, just the regular Lemax stuff. And so I wanted to get the closest thing to a witchy building or that could go in my witchy town. And I feel like a good old seance service would be great in my witchy town. Although you don't have to be witchy to do seances or anything like that. I just thought it would go great in my witchy town. The building, the style of the building, all that kind of stuff fits perfectly. Plus, I feel like any witchy town needs a good seance service. This one, if I missed out on this one, I'd be the saddest about that. So that's why I picked this one first, because I feel like my witchy town is coming along and I really want to add this building to my witchy area. And I think it'll go great with some of the other Lemax stuff this year that's coming out. Let's see, hopefully this is the front and not the back. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh, the eyeball is much smaller than I was envisioning. Look at this thing. And it's a little cloudy. Is there something on it? Can I clean it up a little bit? Oh, I think it just needs polished a little bit. Hold on, I'll get a paper towel. Polish it a little bit. I think this guy moves. Just based on how it's moving, I think he moves. Let me see if I can tilt it without destroying it. Oh my gosh, the crystal ball is actually, it's like a clear. I was expecting more of, like, you know, the little miniatures they have at Michael's, little crystal balls. They're not clear, and like sometimes they have more of that either a frosted look or they're purple or teal or something. That's what I was expecting. This is so crystal clear that it really draws your eye. I wonder if that lights up. I don't know. We're going to find out. We've got the cauldron over here, the whole seance. We've got this portrait over here that's really pretty. Does this? Oh, and then as you move around, I don't know if you can capture it. Yeah, see how it gets, it's one of those scary face portraits. I don't know if it's capturing it. Is it? I don't know if it is. Well, it's one of those scary face portraits where when you turn one way, it's evil. And when you turn another way, it's really pretty. And then we got a black cat up here. It looks like these things light up. Oh no, what happened here? No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna glue it back on. I don't wanna return it just for this one little tiny itty bitty rat thing. It's just a little rat, but he's in his full form. It doesn't look like anything's missing. Honestly, it just looked like it wasn't secured. So I'm gonna just glue them back on. I'm not gonna return it for that purpose. I know some people would be like, well, I would return it, but no. If you know me, you know I absolutely hate returning anything. So it has to be really messed up for me to return it. So, okay. We've got the Ouija board sign up here. I don't know if this does anything. It looks like it might do something because it is moving a little bit when I touch it. So let me bust this guy out. This is the hardest part, is just making sure I'm not putting my hand on anything when I'm pulling this out. That I'm not putting my hand on anything that could break, potentially. All right, I think we're getting this out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The detail on this, so pretty. And the paint, if you can see, I feel like the paint looks pretty good. Like even the little pumpkins up here, they're not bleeding together or anything. It looks pretty good. All right, here we go. Let me get my plug in. All right, we got a plug in right here. I'm anxious to see what kind of sounds it makes, where it lights up, where it moves. I can't wait, I can't wait. Okay, I hope it's turned off because I don't want to see it right away. How do I tell? I think it's turned off, okay. Plug this guy in. Oh my gosh, the twisty tie of doom. We're just being a little impatient over here, everybody. All right, let me see. It does light up!
What lies beneath the surface?
I love it, the whispering, it's so good. Eyeballs moving. We've got the planchette up here moving. Watch this window right here. There she is. I love a good jump scare. What's going on here? What is this? Oh, just this is so good. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the sound on these, you can, first of all, you have the option whether or not you want to turn the sound down or turn it up. But sometimes the sound on these can get kind of annoying depending on which attraction it is or building or whatnot. But this one is actually a really, of all the ones that I would leave the sound on, this would be one of those because it almost sounds more like a soundscape than it does. Like sometimes, you know, the theme park ones have kids screaming and people yelling or whatever. Or some of the attractions is like step right up or whatever. This one though, I feel like it's that perfect Halloween spooky kind of soundscape sound. I love the little jump scare in the window. This is perfect for my spooky town. I'm so excited I made this choice. I was slightly nervous that this one might not do a whole lot. I was like, this could either move or not. The eyeball could move or not. I didn't know what I was looking at because they didn't really show a video online. So I'm really excited about this. I'm so excited, you guys. I cannot wait. I want to start putting together my spooky town now. Maybe I do need to start. Oh wait, I was gonna turn on the lights so we could see it lit up. I love the cat, I love it. This is so good, it's so good, it's so good. Okay, so then building number 2 that I picked out, this one might be my favorite this year as far as, I don't know, we just watched that and the whole seance situation is it's even better than I was imagining, just beautiful in person. But this one, the whole theme and idea, I was so excited about. I love everything about this concept. This is the Coffin Parlor, which is the vampire tanning salon. I know this one isn't gonna have the most activities. It's not gonna, I mean, I think the coffin shakes, kind of like the coffin we got last year, the whole vampire looking. It was kind of a Dracula vibe with the priest and the coffin. I believe they're selling that again this year, but it's not on the website yet because I think it's just Lemax. It's not Michael's exclusive. But I really wanted a vampire tanning salon in my spooky town. All right, let's open this up. This is what it looks like. It has a little vampire gal here. You've got the coffin tanning beds inside the little doorway. A little gargoyle guy over here, and then the coffin on top. I'm gonna take this out so we can see it. See what it looks like lit up and see what the coffin does. There's my little plug in. And I wonder if this one has a battery option. And for Spooky Town, as much as I love the ones that do the most, I also like some of the smaller ones because I want a variety of shapes and sizes of all the different houses. So it does look more like a town and not just all the same size buildings, you know, like all the big ones that do the most. My favorite part of this building I love these little coffin tanning beds. Turn it on and see. Okay, all lit up. This one, I think this one looks 100 times better lit up than it does just as it is. Let me turn off the lights. Yeah, because the neon green, when the lights are on, throws me up. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I'm just speaking my opinion here. I know some people might disagree, but the neon green almost throws me off, but once it's lit, it makes sense. It looks so good. I love the neon. And then I love the little guys. Let me zoom you in inside the little doorway, the coffin with the guy in there. I love that. And then you've got this guy, almost looks like this dude in here. I'm not really getting a whole, well, I guess he is a vampire. It just almost looks like he's wearing a Phantom of the Opera mask. I don't know if anyone else is seeing it. But I love this one. I love the little street lamp. Just the little details on these I love so much. I'm slightly worried about this door and my clumsiness, but that's a me problem, not a building problem. It's gonna be a perfect addition to, I might put it by the Candy Fang Factory. So I don't know, maybe I'm starting to build a vampire section of my spooky town. I've got my witch section, and maybe this will be a vampire section that's coming. I don't know. It's gonna fit in perfectly, just randomly even. But as the years pass, we may end up with a vampire area, which I would be the most excited about. I love a good, and I feel like even some of the mausoleum stuff, that graveyard stuff could even kind of mesh into the vampire section if I'm wanting to like add more things to the area, but I don't have a whole lot yet for it. I feel like the graveyard theme could go with a vampire theme as well until we get more things. But I'm just so excited. We got our first Spooky Town pieces for 2026. Anyways, that is it for this video. I just wanted to hop on here and talk about some new code oranges, some things we're looking out for. Michael's, we checked off the list of things we're looking out for, but Cracker Barrel, we're still stocking Cracker Barrel. It's gonna be any time. We're also looking for, what else? The spooky popcorn candle potentially at Bath & Body Works for a little Summerween release. So there's some things we're watching. And then of course, Kirkland's, Five Below, now Michael's, Spooky Town. I believe the Michael's Spooky Town, though, is only available online for store pickup. They don't have it out in the stores yet, or at least in my store, they didn't have any of the displays out. So if you're looking for the Spooky Town, you can order it online. You can order it for store pickup because they do. I believe they had it for shipping as well. So anyways, I'm just the most excited that we got to get out today and go. Well, and the other day we got out in this video and we saw Summerween, we saw some Halloween. I'm just the most excited. It is time, everyone. It is our time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey, ghoul, hey, down in the comments because you know I love talking to you. And anything else you want to jab your jaws about, we can jab our jaws. Your favorite building from Spooky Town, Michael's exclusives this year, or just Spooky Town in general. We talked about that. That was back in January or February when we went through all that. But I have not forgotten it. There are some things that are still sticking in my brain, and I am waiting impatiently I'm being patient, everyone, for those to come out in stores because I cannot wait, especially that little witchy boot. There are a couple things in there that I really have my eye on. But yeah, anyways, I'm just jabbing my jaws now. Anything you want to jab your jaws about down in the comments, let's jab them. And yeah, anyways, thank you so much for hanging out here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.